Lake Eufaula. Means high cliff.
Does it actually mean high cliff?
That's what Drew says.
Oh. Eufaula, the word.
That is
You fall off.
Eufaula.
That's where it came from. It makes total sense.
It was right in front of me the whole time.
Oh, you fall off.
Eufaula.
Oh my
High
gosh.
cliff.
I'm not looking to fall off any cliff.
I'm gonna ask you for a graph, and I want you to put your arms like this.
Is this impolite? Should I put this away?
I mean,
It's
No,
not technically
I mean, we
wrong yet.
literally just got back from dinner where we were stuffed full of pizza, and it hasn't been 10 minutes, and you're eating another slice of pizza.
Mama Tiggs.
Mama Tig.
This is good.
She knows how to cook. Well, we got that on record. You saying the pizza was good.
It is. I said I gave it a 7.3 when we picked it up and I brought it to the house. In the restaurant, it was like an 8.7.
8-7. I thought you said a 9.
No.
That
I
first
agree
bite,
with
I
8-7.
think you said a 9.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
It's-
they
it's
were.
an-
So we got
it's very
3
good.
pizzas, and they were inconsistent. I didn't like that.
They were inconsistent.
Like one pizza was better than the other pizza.
It was a little bit.
Why am I in the
fluffier.
middle?
Why are you guys complaining about
Because-
the pizza? We're not putting.
Are we filming or not?
Yeah, we're good. We're rolling.
Oh.
We're all good.
What? Actively like trying to make a video right now?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh.
So, guys, we're here, Lake Eufaula. Beautiful Lake Eufaula is right behind us. Look at this view.
If you like mud.
Yeah, it's a mud hole. You like mud, don't you?
No.
Yeah, you love muddy water.
Oh, I like to fish shallow.
That equals mud.
No.
You don't fish
That equals a
shallow
lake
in-
with fish in it. Fishing
No.
is always more
Okay,
fun when you're on
where
lake.
do you fish shallow that's clean water?
I mean, do you consider like the Mississippi River mud?
No. that's
Sometimes,
not.
yeah.
It's tannic.
Well, then you're in the wrong place.
No.
According to the
Little tip
button,
for
fishing is according to the button, fishing is the best at Lake Eufaula.
The button that we got. Yeah, it did say fishing is great. But that is not the case.
It said it's the best.
The best.
The best.
I beg to
Objectively best lake in America.
Well, I think it's the worst lake on our schedule this year.
That is true. This place
Especially
sucks.
with the conditions we got. So let's set the scene. What do we got? We're here.
This chair is little.
What is, yeah. Biggest man, smallest chair.
Like, yeah. Fat camp.
Well, that's what you get for being late.
I was on the
Honestly,
phone.
I'm surprised with all that pizza you ate. It's not crumbling in half. It's a little wobbly.
That's going to make me throw up.
Can this deck support us? I don't know. Whew. It's a big cliff back here. It's a Eufaula.
It's a Eufaula.
High cliff. High cliff. Man, okay, so it is what? End of April, and we're here on Lake Eufaula, Oklahoma. For stage 4? Stage 4 on the Bass Pro Tour.
After this one,
Drew's gonna win.
Look at the size of that grill.
Yeah, I had that up. I wanted to cook something on it, but Brittany wouldn't let
that
me.
is a big grill.
That's
Holy
a monster
cow.
grill.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw your entire neighbor's dog on that thing.
No. So I got
Holy-
a big grill at our house.
Like that?
Yeah.
For the two of you?
Yeah. So when we got
Is
it,
it-
it came with this stat that was like all the amount of food you could put on it, and it was like it fits like 47 chickens and like 87 hamburgers. Like it gives you the number. It's a Traeger Timberline XL. So like it's the biggest.
Oh my gosh, he just hit us with the model.
The biggest one.
Is
Is that a
Unreal.
sponsor plug?
It
No,
has
I
to
wish.
be.
I would love to be sponsored by Traeger. Like
I would too.
I could knock out
Drew
some
probably as well. We could make some killer meals.
Traeger grills.
on the road too.
Yeah.
We could be grilling right now. Cough, cough. Traeger grills.
Yeah, that Mama Tiggs pizza wasn't that good.
Compared to like some smoked wings or like a reverse seared steak.
Or we could put pizza on the Traeger
Or
grills.
make our own pizza on the Traeger.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could.
Traeger
Mama Tiggs
grills.
was delicious.
Not
Yeah.
if Traeger
Not,
sponsors us.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Never
not
go out
nearly,
to
The
eat
peanut
ever
gallery
again.
is back.
Honestly, it's not nearly as good as some Bridge for Jerky, but we'll
Or
digress.
red. You don't need to eat anything ever again other than Redcon 1 protein shakes, and that is a fact.
Redcon 1.
Redcon 1.
Did you try that one?
what?
nailed it.
Do it. Oh yeah,
Go get
we gotta
one.
go get the
Yeah,
can.
we'll put 'em- we'll set them up.
Oh, jeez. We
So-
got Major League Fishing got a new sponsor this week of Redcon 1, the supplement company, and it's a pretty cool deal. They hooked us up with a bunch of pre-workout. If you can't tell, that's why we're so hyped up. We drank a bunch of pre-workout at the meeting this evening, and we're all energized. Right?
I'm full of energy. This is as high energy as I come.
Oh, geez, here
we
comes
go.
Product placement.
We should do a taste test.
No, I would.
We have icy blue lemonade. That one's for you, Matt. Orange cream from Matt Becker.
No, I feel like
And Freedom
you got this-
Frost
you got this
because
all wrong.
America.
But orange cream, Redcon.
Wait, hold yours.
Redcon 1.
Laces out.
Sponsor of the Matt Becker pre-tournament TV show.
I wish. I mean, I could get down with these. You don't know? Sorry. I'll move it over here. No, I'll go back to drinking my water.
Wait, you should have the red, white, and blue one.
That's
Hand
what
me the
I
orange
said.
cream. I got sunburnt today.
That's what I said, but
That's what they used to call me.
I really do think we should try these.
Freedom Frost. I
I got
plan on
fish
drinking
tomorrow.
this one tomorrow.
Speaking of floodwater,
Yeah.
if you would refer to our graph here, Matt, Stefan, put your arms at a 90-degree
yeah,
angle.
Drew has.
So this is other way. Okay, so this is our line graph here. Down here we have increasing water level, increasing from the level it was when we got here to the level it's going to be in a week from now when it's up in the back porch of
So
this house.
that'd be like.
So this is, so that's the bottom of the graph. So these are just the frames of the graph. Over here we have the number of bites that you get. And you see, as this water level increases, what are you doing?
I'm trying
You're
to-
closing
Well,
my graph.
Yeah,
Make
because
the
it's-
I am
line.
it's just
outlining what
The number of
happens here.
bites.
Water level.
What in the world is happening?
Put your stick as the line.
Yeah, show us the line.
There's the line. Increasing
Straight
water
down.
level, number of bites from like 100 a day to 0.
But there ain't no way you got 100 bites in a day.
If it was super stable here for like 10 years, you would get 100 bites a day.
Debatable.
If it was stable here for 10 years, you would get 100 bites a day.
Explain why.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
'Cause
What
the lake
happened?
sucks.
It did rain a bunch, didn't it?
It rained for like 4 hours, and now the water's coming up for like a week.
Did you learn any lessons this week, Drew?
I learned that when it rains for 4 hours at Eufaula, Oklahoma, the water is just going to come up for a week.
How about parking your boat any
Oh,
direction?
so if you park your boat facing downhill, water will pool. And it did. That's all I have to say about this.
Yeah,
due
that's-
to the fact
Well, let's
that
just say, let me
it
put
got
it this way:
water
that
in it and stuff.
there will be bass caught tomorrow in this tournament in less water than was in Drew's tackle compartment in the front of his boat.
But hey, it happens.
There was more water in his tackle compartment than there will be a bass caught in.
And he was warned.
Oh, we
It
did
was
warn
a
him. Yeah, so
personal
that,
decision.
Yeah, I mean,
I just want that
the
out
option
there.
of going out and like rectifying the situation, it was there. But the issue is frankly, it was nighttime. I was inside, had my evening PJs on, if you will, and I was given this situation to think about, and I was like, you know what? I got waterproof stuff in my boat. It's all good. And guess what? It's all good.
honestly, I think this could be the key to our week because it says it boosts your mood.
Are evening
Cow.
PJs different than nighttime PJs?
Yo, definitely.
What are your PJs?
I mean,
You're
generally
wearing
just
them
like,
right now,
yeah,
aren't
it's
you?
t-shirt and shorts. But in this situation, I have to at least specify the fact that I was wearing what I was planning on wearing to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Therefore, I was mentally in that state, and I was not going to go
And you
back
had an
outside
ice
in the
cream
dark
bar in
and
hand.
repark. Yes, in an ice cream bar, and I was under a blankie, and we were watching a movie, just chillaxing, preparing to go practice again. And I was like, you know what? No. And
It was a lot of water.
It was a lot of
a
water.
decent amount of water.
Yeah.
We have
'Cause
video.
What happened?
It rained.
It rained
What do you think?
4 inches.
It rained a lot. Yeah. And that what happens when it rains is all the water goes into the lake.
And also tornadoes.
We
Everywhere.
did have tornadoes.
3
yeah.
tornadoes.
We
They
had-
surrounded the house in the middle of the night. And we didn't know it because frankly, we're far enough out here that you can't hear the sirens. And so we come out in the morning, and like the boats are on their side,
Sharks
and like
everywhere.
there were sharks everywhere, freshwater
There was
sharks.
a Sharknado.
Shark.
No way. I didn't even know this. They must
Easily-
have gone back in the lake.
Easily the
Hemorrhage,
greatest
yeah.
movies ever made,
No.
by far.
No.
By far.
That's one of the worst.
With the
movies
highest
ever made.
production values there's ever been invested. I think they invested at least like $100.
The
into
first
making those
one?
movies.
Aren't there like 8 of them?
There's so
multiple.
many.
Yeah.
It's like the Transformers, but bad. And sharks and tornadoes, which
Yeah.
is totally different than the Transformers.
I kind of like Transformers.
I do too.
No, you just.
Except for
like
Michael
Megan
Bay
Fox.
likes explosions.
How many bass are you gonna catch?
Yeah,
How many bass am I going to... Okay.
Yeah.
So, again,
let's refer back to the graph.
graph,
Shark.
please. No. Hit me with the...
You threw your pointer.
So
Okay.
the water level
Here's
is.
my graph. When we were here, all the way on this side at the 0 of the standard water level, I got a whole bunch of bites, and it was fun. I thought I was going to have fun at Eufaula, Oklahoma this year. But alas, I think I might be wrong. I think we might be in for a across-the-board grinder where by the time everyone wakes up in the morning and checks Score Tracker, 90% of the catching that will have been done for the day will have already happened.
No, I don't
and-
think. I think you're full.
Shad spawn was?
90%.
Anyways.
no, we start fishing at 8 o'clock.
Anyways.
No, that's
Anyways.
I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope not, too, because I don't know where the shad spawn in this lake. But anyways.
they spawn on.
I'm
hard
going to get
stuff.
however many bites I get, and I'm going to beat my head against the wall to get them, and that's just how it's going to be. I'm hoping, on a real note, I'm hoping I can get like 3 or 4 bites a period. If I can do that both days, I'm going to be ecstatic with how it's going. Just because the average size in this lake is pretty good. It's mid-high 2 to 3, somewhere in that range.
What?
Like, there's a lot of good ones in here.
It is?
But, yeah, like 212,
The
214
average
stuff
fish
like
for
that.
me is like 2 to 3 inches.
I'm talking of scorables. Of all the scorables you catch, the
No.
average is high 2.
No,
No.
I think that's wrong.
Anyways,
That is definitely wrong.
anyways, at that average, if I could catch 9 to 11 a day, I would be absolutely ecstatic. I think
That's
we're probably
strong.
looking at a low to mid 40 knockout round weight and a mid 30, low mid 30 check weight. So
You think low 20s get you into the next round?
low 20s a day?
Per day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This lake is garbage.
So you're moving on for sure, is what you're saying.
Yeah, Stefan's been
me?
catching
No.
of the
You're
whole
like,
house.
"Oh, I
Stefan's
thought
been
it'd be
catching
way
bass
higher
better
than
than
that.
that.
I think it's funny.
Well,
every time I
we
talk to
can't
Drew,
speak for Spencer, but
every time I talk to Drew, the weight drops like 10 pounds to get there. I think the caliber of fishermen, I think you're always going to be 20 pounds to get paid and 25 to 30 to make the next round.
but mathematically, it's just not how it
That's,
plays out.
yeah.
Because some fisheries are way
So
worse
this
than
is
others.
this is the last one I'm really worried about for our bet, and I feel like you kind of got lucky with the weather, the conditions.
Yeah,
Because
this is
I
the
feel like
jackpot
I feel like
for
there should
not
if
catching
I
fish.
lose this bet, there's going to be an asterisk because of the weather, that this tornadic activity that came through.
tornadic activity.
So, I mean,
What do you think weight wise? Give me a number.
I have not had enough bites to even make a remotely accurate prediction.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers
Literally-
the fish,
still.
there are lots of fish in this lake.
I have not seen lots of fish.
I think they're going to show up in the tournament.
The U.S. Army Corps
I
is
think-
still just letting her have it.
The person that wins this has no idea that they're
They're
going
gonna
to
win?
I do agree
That's
with
good.
that. I do agree with that because
Well-
too much is going to change. I mean, from the start of practice, we're up an additional 3 1/4 feet from when we started, and
Getting
now
muddy.
they went from like 300 CFS flowing out of the dam to now 25,000 cubic feet per second, which is astronomical compared to what's normal here. And the water's eventually going to plateau and start coming down, and so we're going to have both fish the upward trend all the way to the plateau, and then we're going to be fishing on the backside of it, and probably going to pull a lot of dirty water down the lake because there's really only a few miles of good fishable water, in my opinion, of like what looks good. And there's a
Yeah.
whole lot of dirty water and trash floating around behind it, and it's gonna be a minefield. It's gonna be a minefield by the end of the tournament.
No doubt. I mean, there's going to be floaters everywhere and,
Yeah.
and muddy water everywhere.
Yeah.
And you guys know me. You know I hate muddy water. Like, I've spent all my time down at the lower end in the clean water, and like, there's not a lot of bites to be had.
No, those the areas that have a little bit of clean water have so many boats in them.
So many boats, like so many boats.
At one point in practice, I counted 12 boats, which
look,
doesn't sound like that many, but that's that. There's only
80
80 guys.
field.
Only
Yeah.
79 guys.
and
in the field.
it's a 120,000 acre lake.
Yeah.
Like, go up the rivers. Why don't you go up the rivers? Get out of the clean water.
'Cause
I seen you launched at the dam with me this morning. Like,
I would have to wash my boat to get the clay off. That's how
Yeah.
thick it is.
I know, it's disgusting. It's a shame. Muddy water is just my enemy.
I'm pretty sure so Wednesday when you guys kick off, I'm gonna look at Score Tracker.
Yeah.
8:40. Matt Becker's gonna have 3 for 10 pounds. That's what happens every time.
That does not happen.
You want to bet $1 that'll happen?
Yes.
Your shad spawn deal.
I don't have a shad spawn, dude. I don't even know.
I know.
I don't
you've
even
been
know
looking
where I'm
for
going to
it.
start. I really have no clue.
He's gonna start on.
Honestly,
your
I'm
bass.
considering just pulling my kill switch as soon as they call my boat number and dropping the trolling motor.
That
Really?
is the Eufaula secret
I'm
move.
considering that. I am highly considering just going boop. I'm just gonna start right here. Not because I had any bites in there, just because I know that there's a lot of bass that get let go right in that marina.
Yeah, but there hasn't been a tournament there in a while.
Doesn't matter.
Well,
They have to cross the great wide chocolate
You mean
beyond to
bass
get
can
anywhere
swim?
else.
some do.
Bass
The ones
can
in this,
swim?
the ones in this lake just take mud baths.
I don't know.
I bet they're dead by the time they get anywhere else.
It's gonna be an interesting tournament for sure. I mean, like there's some bushes in play. I mean, I feel like you guys will be able to tune into live and see a guy catch one flipping a bush, see a spinner bait. Bet you could even see a buzz bait. I mean, you're gonna see some cool old school fishing here. Like I don't think this is gonna be a scopers fest. What do you think?
It might be a Scopers Fest.
You think?
I do. There's so much
get one on
bait floating
Scope.
around.
Oh come on! But like,
It's not gonna get one traditional scoping, but it's gonna get one on scope.
well, what does traditional scoping even mean?
Jerkbait on a point.
It hasn't
Mickey
been
rig in
around
a
long enough to
pocket.
have traditional scope.
There is traditional scoping. There is like straight up white girl scoping, and then there's using scope to fish other ways.
All right,
This
here's
is not
one.
gonna be one white girl scope.
Here's one for
White
you.
girl scope.
Like
Here-
basic
here's-
white girls, like
we need a
Starbucks,
pick.
like
I want a
Messy
name.
Bun, like scoping.
I want a name. Who's gonna win?
Target.
We need a
Oh,
name.
man.
Pick a name. I got my name. I'm going. I called it last week. It's gonna be Zach Burge.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him in practice several places, and I was like, man, if he's getting bit doing that,
Yeah.
more power to him.
I was
'cause
thinking the
I
same
was
thing.
doing a lot of the same stuff he was doing, but he knows the lake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He's the Oklahoma boy. That's my pick to win. It's on the record.
I don't know.
You gotta pick a name.
I don't even have a name.
When all else fails, you pick Drew or Spencer.
I was
because
gonna
that's-
say. I feel like Spencer was.
We're missing Spencer. Spencer's not here. He had to run home.
He mumbled something about a couple 6-pounders and something. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Some about 72 scoreable bites, and I think he had
72.
what 31 pounds in his best five.
I didn't hear all that.
I don't know.
When
Yeah, he
I
had a
talked to him,
9-pound kicker.
he told me he
9-pound kicker.
had 11 bites. But that was about 12 o'clock on the first
He told
day
me he
of
had
practice.
30 bites.
Maybe by the end of the day.
Which granted,
Yeah, that
first
was
day
at like
was
1
good day.
o'clock. We talked. Maybe 12:30.
Better question is what's it going to be one at?
What's it going to be one
that's a
on?
What
loaded
bait?
question.
If put it this way, if I'm going to win, it would be one on a jig head worm,
I think a jig head worm is the best.
aka
the
a
best bet.
shaky head.
Jig head worm.
Since the jig head minnow is so popular, I figured we'd just go with the jig head worm.
Yeah.
That is what I think Jesse called it that after the tournament.
Well, it
Lake.
technically
Wiggins?
is.
Yep.
It is. I mean, that's the
That's
OG
the actual
term
name
for it.
of it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not shaking it, so like it's not a shaky
You're
head.
not
I'm
shaking
more
it.
dragging it. So
So the draggy head.
that is no,
the
that's
drag
a
head?
jig head worm. Jig head worm. What do you think it's going to be one on? A spinnerbait?
I could see it one on a spinner.
It could happen.
I could see
It
it
could
being
happen.
one on a spinnerbait, on a crankbait.
A white chatterbait.
I think there's potential somebody does have a shad spawn that's so good that
the problem is that you
that-
can't win on it. I don't think.
No, but they could make it onto the next rounds.
Yeah,
And then at that point, like, if they
Hodgepodge.
have one other area that pans out,
Yeah.
that could be all they need.
You think someone will catch enough weight the first day?
Redcon 1.
We interrupt this broadcast for a commercial. from our
Dion, if you're
sponsors.
watching.
Hit us up. Yeah. Hit us up.
Yeah.
We're poor boys. We haven't
so-
won any tournaments yet this year. Oh, wait,
Nope.
Drew has. Drew won.
Whatever. Stop it.
We need to
Not
win.
on this tour, so
Yeah.
it's unrelated.
Doesn't count.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it was trash.
Bounced.
You
Anyways.
scoped them anyway. It doesn't count.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, white girl scoped him.
Yeah, that was basic white girl scoping. That was straight up Target, Jeep Wrangler, Starbucks scoping.
Jeep.
Anyways,
Oh,
my
man.
pick to win this tournament.
Is Drew Gill.
I was about to have a really good thought, and I don't know what it was.
What?
Cole Floyd.
Cole
That's
Floyd.
my pick.
It just came
If there's
to mind, huh?
if there's a bush flipper in this field,
Yeah.
it's Cole. Cole's spit due to his years at Bethel, and I mean he loves the bank. He did extremely well at Santee. If it's gonna be one flip in a bush, it'll be one by Cole in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think the bush flipping will just get better as the week goes on.
Well, the problem is the
Especially
water.
no, if that water starts coming down, it's just gonna pull them out to the edges.
So the bush flipping's just gonna get better regardless.
Yes. Yes, because it can't get any worse. Because
That
I
is
flipped
valid.
bushes for
I flipped
hours
bushes
today,
for 4 hours.
and had one little bite, non-scoreable.
I caught a spotted bass from a bush.
Nice,
Non-scoreable.
nice. Any smallmouth? Have we caught
Yeah,
any
good.
smallmouth?
I was going to ask you guys that. I have
No.
not.
I haven't really hooked
Oh.
anything yet, but I'm gonna guess none of them were smallmouth.
Oh, here we go with this. Oh, I haven't caught anything, but
Yeah,
I've been shaking them off.
Listen, okay.
Here we go.
I shook off most everything the first day. Had a bunch of bites. Second day, yesterday, I didn't shake anything off. Hooked everything that bit. 3 fish. Today, I shook off 2. Got 2 bites that I hooked that were scoreable. So
Yeah,
4
so
scoreable
like
bites.
doing some research, I had thought there was like a bunch of smallmouth in here,
Not anymore.
and
You know, some of the articles act like it's like patternable.
yeah, like
They're
you
like
can
pull
go,
up on a point and throw a fire
Well,
tiger
and like
jerkbait
we were
over
just
it or
down at
whatever.
Texoma for that the sponsor pro-am. I mean, it's an hour and a half down the road, and there was smallmouth everywhere.
Same distance
Yeah.
or a little bit less to 10 killer and
Yeah,
sits up the
10
same and
killers there.
smallmouth. Broken
So-
bow, smallmouth. This
don't
lake, nothing.
That'll be cool to see if any smallmouth get weighed in.
That would be
but
really interesting.
I think in the Invitational last year, I think there was one.
one
Zero.
smallmouth.
I caught
weighed in.
one in practice.
You did.
Yeah, it was like a 13-incher in Longtown.
Actually, I think I caught one when we came out in pre-practice. I was like trying to think about if I did or not, and I couldn't remember. I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see if there's one weighed this week for sure. It'd be
Yeah.
cool.
If one bites mine, I'll reel them in.
Smallmouth are awesome. I love
That's
smallmouth.
about all I can do. But I don't know. I'm very worried about this tournament, especially after my practice. It was
I agree.
like things are changing so much. I mean, it like I feel like I should totally erase my memory of practice and just go fish it, approach it like a brand new lake. You know, go out there day one of the tournament and just you know, let the lake tell me what to do. Just like go fishing. You know, put myself in productive areas where I, you know, maybe I had a couple bites in the area, but like, you know, I don't think I'm going to go to the exact same stretch that I got a bite in practice and catch them again. Like, I think the fish are moving and it's going to be different. So
I plan to do that.
you're going directly to where you got bites?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be able to watch Score Tracker tomorrow and see how that works out for you.
You got to
kinda
blood
game.
trail them.
You got a what?
You got to blood trail them.
Blood trail 'em.
If you lose something, you shouldn't start looking where you might have lost it. You should start looking where you think you lost it and then work your way out from there. So I will be starting where I lost them.
Wow.
Take that.
Okay. Well, that is what I said. I said back in the areas that I know there's fish, but approach it as a new body of water.
That's not what he said.
But
What
if-
neither of us said
I'm
that.
approaching
What
it
if-
as the same body of water, going to waste my first period doing it, and then make an adjustment.
yes,
That's
and-
my
and by-
history of BPT.
and by that point, I'll be a whole period ahead of the game,
Yes. Would
still with 0 bass.
But
I
you'll be-
Don't even
legitimately-
start with
process
it. I
will
don't
be
want to
further
hear another
along.
Matt
In
Becker.
my
I'm
thought
not going to
process,
catch a bass. statement.
I'll say it right now on the record. There is a very high possibility I could zero. Catch a bass.
Want to bet $1?
Yes, gladly. There is a high chance I could zero.
How many dollars have you bet him?
I don't know. We lose track of all our bets. I think Drew still owes me a signed
I owe him
$10 bill.
$10.
But I don't know. He just kind of just forgets about it.
No,
and acts
I
like
did
don't
not.
know. He's like, oh yeah, we did have.
I think it's
Oh.
convenient how you try and get all of this like recorded to where you just have
I
leverage.
need proof.
You have blackmail.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly. It's all going on that computer as blackmail.
By the time you get your $10 bill, it won't even be worth $10 anymore.
So remind the people what groups y'all are in.
What group? Well, so Matt is Group A, correct?
Yes.
You fish tomorrow.
I get to go tomorrow.
He's the human
So
sacrifice.
that's probably about your bedtime. We probably gotta wrap this up and get you to bed. You know, you've got a big meal of pizza, carb loaded. You're ready to go. How many slices did you eat?
I think I ate 7.
7 slices.
With that last one, 7.
If you could only
They're
have
small.
one,
Well, that's the whole pizza.
That was a 14-inch pizza.
You
Yeah.
ate a whole pizza too. Why are you making
No, I
it
didn't.
up?
if you could only have one book,
I did not eat 7 slices of pizza. I would be
Start
passed
with
up.
me.
I ate like
I know.
5.
Yeah,
He's been
eating.
eating 4 or 5 pieces a day for lunch in the boat.
I have. It was good. Mama Tiggs knows how to do her pizza. Somebody's ringing.
Yeah, I'm vibrating.
If you could only have one book read to you at bedtime, what would it be? Speaking of bedtime,
One book. The only book I read before bedtime is the Bible. Honestly, that's probably the only book I've ever read front to back.
You've read it front to back.
Front to back. Back to front.
back to front would be a trip.
I've never.
I mean, I was
don't know
going
how
to
to
give some
read.
kids book, but at this point, that doesn't do me any good
I don't.
at all.
I can't read, so I kind of struggle with reading books.
You can't read?
No.
You,
No, I can very much read just fine, but I comprehend things differently, I guess. At least this is what my English teacher used to tell me.
You put everything into fishing terms.
Exactly. I'm constantly trying to make patterns of things that shouldn't be patterned. You know? Okay. Okay, well, appreciate you guys tuning in. So check out Matt Stefan tomorrow. He will be fishing tomorrow, and then Drew and I will be out on
Getting breakfast.
Wednesday. Well, yeah, we're going to I Smell Bacon.
we're going
in
to
the
smell
morning.
bacon in the morning.
I Smell Bacon, the pride and joy of Eufaula, Oklahoma.
And Spencer.
Spencer is in our group as well. Yes,
Mhm.
Spencer had to run home and get some secret baits, so that's how you know he's catching them.
Yeah.
He's only 3 hours from here, so he went home, and that's why you're left with the three amigos here, no Spencer to keep us in line. You know, usually Spencer is the voice of reason. He keeps us in check, and
Spencer is the voice of reason?
yes, he keeps us in line. He keeps the train on the tracks. Like
He actually is in these videos.
this.
That's a horrible thought, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think you're right.
He
100%. Like
Yeah.
I thought
He
we
keeps
were
us-
pretty good today.
we were on the rails, but it was
talked
a
a
little
little fishing.
wobbly.
You didn't
little
even
wobbly.
explain why there
We
was
got
rain.
Yeah.
Because the
'Cause the-
sky
yeah.
was a different temperature
Well, I mean, you
than the
didn't
rest of
even
the sky.
explain, like,
The
practice
cloud.
conditions. You guys just
Meteorology.
said- like, they might not know we had actual tornadoes and, like, a ton of
I'll
rain.
send you pictures. You can edit
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
We'll-
yeah.
we'll add all
Well,
the
I was
pictures.
going to put
Tornado.
Drew's thing in there, too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Drew's
yeah,
boat
put that
for
in there,
sure.
too.
That needs to go in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
100%.
Anyway, appreciate
It's
all you
too
guys
good.
watching. I know we love the comments. I know you guys love this. Check out Redcon 1.
We still haven't picked a name. You guys are supposed to pick a
Yeah,
name.
we were supposed to pick a name for this, but we totally forgot about that. There was some good options. I know Brittany liked Sandbagger Anonymous.
No, what was this?
Backers and
I thought it was 3
100%.
scopers and a
The
hoper.
Scopers and the Hoper.
Yeah.
That's my
I
pick.
like that one.
Because Matt's a Hoper and we're Scopers. But I feel like I'm hoping just as much as Scoping this week.
Yeah, I-
Maybe
I
you
don't
should be
like that.
scoping more.
I'm determined to hope as much as possible. I scoped a lot
Yeah.
this week. Didn't make a cast without it, and I'm still hoping. So it's a combination effect. On
My
Eufaula.
pick to win is Drew Gill.
There it is.
Right here.
It finally
it
came
came
up.
to me.
Wow, he did finish second place last year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's riding.
Yeah,
off
to the
of-
tune of like an average of like 8 bites a day.
That'll win.
That might be good here.
That'll do it. Well, we appreciate all you guys watching, leaving those comments. We still need a name, so you guys keep those good name ideas coming, and let me know what you guys think of Lake Eufaula. It's going to be interesting to play out.
It's interesting is the word of the week.
And no, Eufaula is the word.
Eufaula is the word of the week.
High cliff.
High cliff.
High cliff. You fall off. All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.